So if you don't understand something, try reading it from behind. Like if you want to know the brim of a movie, you will go to the trailer and the trailer shows you the brim of it. It maybe starts from the where it's at the peak, at the middle, or at the end where it's showing the end of the movie, like how will it end. So I'm going to analyze Matthew chapter 24, and I'm going to start from verse 34. Truly I say to you, this generation will not pass away until all these things takes place. What things? So the disciples of Jesus, if you start reading from chapter 24 verse 1, it's saying that the disciples of Jesus came privately to Jesus and asked him to show him the signs of the end of ages. So I'm going to take you through the signs of the end of ages. Stay tuned. So these are the signs of the coming of Jesus at the end of ages. We are waiting for the coming of Jesus. So Jesus said to them, many will come in my name saying, I'm Christ, but do not be led astray. That's what he advised the disciples. For these things must take place before the end comes. What things? Nations will rise against nations, kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, earthquakes in various places, and all these are but the beginning of the birth pain. See, when someone is giving birth, there is these birth pains that come before you go to deliver the child. So these are the beginnings. What? Kingdom rising against kingdom, famines against famine, earthquakes in various places, and then the righteous will be delivered to tribulation and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations for the name's sake of Jesus, for the sake of Jesus, for his name's sake. And many will fall away and betray one another and hate one another. Many will hate one another and many will betray one another. Just like the politicians are betraying one another and hating one another. These are the end times. We need to be keen of the things that are happening. And kingdom rising against kingdom, and nations against nations. We've seen all that happening. Kingdom rising against its own kingdom, like what is happening with the Gen Z right now. They are rising against the kingdom that is being reigned right now. So these are the signs of the end of ages. Aya. And also, many false prophets will rise from various places and will lead many astray. And because of lawlessness, love will grow cold. So, but those who will endure will be saved at the end. See, the gospel of the kingdom will be proclaimed throughout the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and the end will come. See, the gospel of God is being preached in many nations. Like now, I have a YouTube channel precisely for analyzing the New Testament. It's proclaiming the gospel of God to the whole world. YouTube channel is available to the whole world. See, many are preaching the gospel of God in various ways. So this means that the end is coming because the gospel of God is being preached to every corner of the nation. Verse 15 is very precise. It's saying that, so when you see the abomination and desolation spoken by the prophet of Daniel, the unabii wa Danieli, studying in the holy place, let the leader understand. So if you don't understand the prophecy of Daniel, go and visit the book of Daniel, read it very well, and understand the prophecy that Jesus is speaking about here. And let those who are in Judea. See, Jesus was advising what will happen, what will we do in these end ages, what will we do when it's not bearable anymore. So he was advising that those who are in Judea should flee to the mountains, and let the ones who is in the housetop not go to take what is in the house. So if these things happen and you're in the housetop, do not go back to your place to take something, and let the one who is in the field not turn back to take his cloak. And is saying that, oh, to the women who are pregnant and those who are breastfeeding in those days, because I think it will not be easy for this day when it comes to these days. I pray that your flight may not be in winter or on a Sabbath, because in winter the flight is not good, and on a Sabbath I don't know what will happen. Let's see verse 21 what it's saying. For then there will be great tribulation, such as has not been from the beginning of the world until now, nor and never will be. So the tribulation that will be there in those times will be more than it has ever been found on earth. It has ever been seen on earth. And if those days had not been cut short, no human being would be saved. So when those days comes, they will not last for long, because if they will not be cut short, no human being can survive. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be cut short. So those days will be there, but they will be cut short, because we cannot endure the tribulations of those days. So for the righteous one's sake, those days will be cut short. Then if anyone says to you, look, here is Christ, so how will his coming really be like?